When you're troubleshooting a faulty PCB, the real challenge isn't just identifying that something is wrong, it's figuring out where exactly the problem lies. Visual inspection and standard testing can only take you so far. Many faults don't leave obvious signs: no burns, no visible damage, nothing you can spot right away. That's where thermal monitoring becomes a game changer. By observing how heat is distributed across the board, you can quickly pinpoint abnormal hotspots or unexpected cold zones, clear indicators of underlying issues. Instead of guessing or spending hours probing, thermal imaging helps you see the problem in real time, even when it's hidden beneath the surface or on the other side of the PCB. Here's our setup. We're using a thermal camera to monitor the PCB. As you can see, the thermal image clearly highlights hotspots, areas where abnormal heating is happening. Now let's focus on one hotspot that is highlighted on your screen. Now here's something interesting. When we look at the PCB, we do not see any component in the place where we saw the hotspot. So then what is causing the heating? We detected heating on this PCB, but visually there's nothing obvious on this side. So we flipped the board and look what we found. A tiny component on the other side was actually causing the heat. So we found the source, a tiny component on the other side causing the heat. But this brings up an important question. When components are this small and densely packed, how clearly can you actually see the problem? Here's the same PCB through the thermal camera without any additional optics. You can detect the heat, but the details are still insufficient. Now, this is where a macro lens makes all the difference. Typically, most thermal images have a minimum focusing distance of around 0.5 to 1 meter, which makes capturing small PCB components clearly quite difficult. But with a macro lens, this distance is reduced to just a few centimeters, allowing you to get much closer and capture highly detailed thermal images of even the tiniest component. By attaching the macro lens, we can focus much closer and capture finer thermal details. Here's the difference. Without a macro lens, the heat signature is visible but not very detailed. With a macro lens, you get clear, precise thermal detection, even for the smallest components. And just like that, you get a sharper, more precise view, making it much easier to isolate even the smallest faulty component. At Volterra Technics, we specialize in providing reliable electrical testing and measuring solutions. Feel free to get in touch with us for all your instrumentation requirements.